I've talked about homes you could buy at Home Depot. I've talked about homes you could buy on Amazon. So why not check out Lowe's, of course. So today we're going to be taking a closer look to see if Lowe's actually has homes that you could purchase or at least turn into a home. And we're going to go inside Lowe's and see what kind of materials they have to make your shed home into more of a more livable space. And we're going to be doing a little online shopping too, because, you know, the world we live in, everybody likes to online shop, including myself. I love online shopping and dancing. So my local Lowe's didn't necessarily have the best selection in the world to go tour at this moment, but I did find this one online that is so super cute. The current price is just under $30,000. It is a 10 by 12, and this to me would look like something that you put as like a garden home or a garden. Sometimes they call them she sheds, which is like the worst, or man caves, but you could definitely turn this into a studio or even a small apartment in your backyard. The detail work is really great, and it has these 2 doors, and it looks like they kind of turned it into a little studio with a little bed in it already. All right, let's look at the details. They say you can finance it for $354 a month, and it's 84-month financing. That's a really long time. They say it's a do-it-yourself, easy to follow 3D instructions and videos included to help guide you through the assembly process, which is really good because if anybody that's ever put anything together in IKEA, you would have wished for a video. The shed includes partially panelized wood sections, pre-framed roof sections, trim, hardware, and fasteners. 71-inch double pane glass doors, which is really good, especially if you live in the South or even in the cold because you want to retain anything that has to do with heat. Double pane windows are perfect for that. The double pane glass door offers 4 times the insulation of standard doors. So that's a big plus. It does include free shipping. Who doesn't love that? Oh, but it isn't going to get here until December 24th. Oh my gosh, that's so far away. At least you get it right before Christmas. Man, that's gonna take so long. It does have low maintenance fiber cement lap siding. It's a heavy duty Galvalume. Let's try this word phonetically. Galvalume roof system in corrosion and heat resistant. I'm gonna have to look up, we're looking up what a Galvalume roof system is. I've never heard of this in my life. Oh, it's just metal roofing. It's just the name for metal roofing. And it says, research conducted for metal construction indicates that Galvalume roofing could last up to 50 to 60 years long. So we all learned something new today without extreme signs of corrosion. So that is a really good roof system, 50, 60 years. I learned something with you. And don't make fun of me because I can't say it correctly. I know. I know. I have some problems with reading words that I don't understand. I get garbage about that all the time. I'm only human. They want you to know though, it's shown with finished interior for demonstration purposes only. So just know that it's not going to come with the stuff inside. I don't even know why they have to put that in there, but yes, I do. I do know why, and you know why too. Okay, they do give you a whole breakdown of each of the things that are included in the kit, with the windows, the zip system, the sheathing, the vapor barrier, energy efficient, operable windows and screens. This is a great little option if you were thinking about doing an accessory dwelling unit, or if you were thinking about building a little tiny home on a piece of property. Oh, and that gives you the choice of the siding colors. We have elegant red, we have platinum beige, panda gray, I love pandas, timberline brown, and volcano gray. Now, is anybody gonna really judge that? Is someone gonna go up on a volcano and go, this wasn't the right kind of gray because it wasn't true volcano gray? I think not. I love the names they come up with, the colors. Volcano gray, love it. All right, this one right here is probably going to be like, you really have to be extremely careful with the amount of space that you are going to be using. You have to be really good at using as much space as you can in this little tiny area. I bet you people that are really good with apartments in New York City could probably turn this something, or people in Tokyo, Japan, but this one's teeny, tiny, 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 tiny. I bet you they have more online. We're gonna go back to the computer. Now this one really does look like a little house. It has a sliding glass door in the front, and it has those beautiful white panels, and the roof line is absolutely stunning with the little windows at the top. This one is $28,200, and it's $440 a month, and you can finance for 84 months. It's a 10 by 12 creekstone gabled engineered wood. Now you can turn any of these into little homes. Of course, you have to work on the insulation, but That's what many people do with these storage sheds, is they do turn them into little homes. And it does have a do-it-yourself 3D instructions that have videos. The shed kit includes the panelized wood sections, pre-framed roof sections, trim, hardware, and fasteners. And a 72-inch pane glass door offers a 4 times the insulation of standard doors, just like the other one. It is available for free store pickup, again, right on Christmas Eve, and it does have free delivery as well. It also comes with 2 high-efficiency windows, the gable-styled cloud aluminum-clad double-pane windows, zip systems, wall panels provide superior protection from the elements, low-maintenance fiber cement lap siding. It's available in 6 colors, 7-foot 2-inch sidewall height, and 11-foot 4-inch peak, a heavy-duty 2x6 metal roofing, and corrosion and heat resistant. It gives you all the specifications here, and it has a Prop 65 warning. The Prop 65 warning says drilling, sawing, sanding machine wood products can be exposed you to wood dust and a substance known to the state of California to cause cancer. Avoid inhalation of wood dust or use a dust mask for other safety guards and personal protection. For more information, then you contact that website down below. That is not in all states. That is a California law, Prop 65. So if you want to know more about that, you might want to check the old Google webs. Now they're saying the floor capacity is about 120 square feet and the storage capacity is about 983 square feet. The siding type is engineered wood. It does have storage. There is no skylight included. So you can't, if you're planning on putting a skylight, it's not included. Dude, this one's big. We're gonna look at the whole thing, but this one we could definitely turn into a tiny home, maybe even a tiny home with a loft. Why do we have a cinder block in here? I have no idea, but it is big. Like I could sleep here. Oh, it has a loft. It has a loft in here. It already has a loft built in it. See, they know people are going to turn this into a tiny home. The boards in here are kind of like particle board. You probably want to replace something like that, or at least fill it with good insulation, like a styrofoam or a spray foam insulation. This one is going to need a lot of work if you're going to turn it into a house. Now, I know that other one was a little bit pricey on the higher end of the scale of how much our budget was, but this one is a lot less expensive. It's only $16,865. And I know it looks like a barn, but people are turning barns into homes all the time. And it is bigger than the last one. This one is 16 by 32 square feet. And I've seen lots of YouTube videos of people turning these into homes, and they're absolutely stunning. This one only costs you $263 a month. Again, 84 months of financing. It is assembly required, some cutting required, hardware and nails provided, and it must be painted. So you can paint it any color you wanted to. You can even make it that nice barn red that everybody loves. And it does give you a very important indication right on there. It says check with your local permitting authority before placing your order, because they know, and like I've told you a million times, do not do anything like this in your backyard or on a piece of property without a permit. They already know. They're even letting you know in black and white on the internet, don't do it without a permit. It's designed for the DIY homeowner installation. It is available for free store pickup on November 8th, which is just right around the corner. This says the Richmond is a 16-foot wide, 2-story gambrel roof building is ideal for a cabin, workshop, garage, and a large amount of storage. It features an open span on the second floor with a 7-foot 1-inch headroom at the peak and the first floor wall height, and an 8-foot 1-inch with a 7-foot 5-inch headroom. Access to the loft is provided with included staircase, which is positioned to the left or right of the walls. No entry doors or windows are included in the purchase, and they're sold separately. Well, that's a bummer. Why would they not include doors and windows? That's important whether you're using this for a shed or a home. But it is only $17,000 in comparison to the other one. And I'm sure you can find double pane windows and doors very easily at your local Lowe's. During construction, the homeowner frames and roughs in the locations desired for the application, meaning that you are going to have to pour your own foundation and make sure that you have any utilities that you want to this already provided and put in before they put it down for you. The first floor deck or foundation are purchased separately by the homeowner. Check with your local permitting authority before you place in your order. Building is shipped via curbside delivery, meaning that you're just gonna put it on the door. the driveway. So you're gonna have to be yanking that thing to your location if you don't have it already set up, or a crane putting it in your backyard. Windows shown are purchased separately. Patio door and lighting. Shingles are purchased by the homeowner. Before you build, make sure your foundation dimensions match the size of the shed. Super important. Oh, it does come with a warranty. Let's go ahead and take a look at their warranty. Every product is warranted from defects in workmanship and manufacturing for 1 year, which is pretty good. All hardware and metal components are warranted for 2 years. The smart siding is warranted for 50 years by the manufacturer of Louisiana Pacific. Go Louisiana. Roof sheathing and loft sheathing is warranted for 2 years. Windows are warranted for 1 year, but it doesn't come with windows. I'm glad they're warranting windows that don't come with it. That's so funny. The shed kit will be erected according to the assembly instructions. Shed kit will be properly shingled and painted and stained with a reasonable regular maintenance thereafter. Debris and vegetations are kept away from the interior exterior of the shed. Failure occurs when the shed kit is owned by the original owner and warranty is not transferable. So if you're going to sell your house, the warranty for the shed isn't transferred to the new owner. Okay, I got that. Okay, well, if you want to know more about their warranty, except for the windows that aren't warranted because you don't get windows, they're going to have that all on the website, and you can go ahead and download that. That's funny. I'm still laughing about those windows. Now this one is still, they say, in the barn category, but it looks like a little house to me. It's called Best Barn's Glenwood 12 by 24 with floor, gabled engineer's storage shed. Assembly is required, some cutting required, hardware, nails, just like the other ones. Call your local permit authority for placing an order. The Glenwood is designed with an 8-foot 1-inch headroom and an 8-foot 7-inch garage door opening, allowing you to purchase the garage door style of your choice at your local Lowe's. That was convenient. The garage kit comes with a 24-inch on center 2x4 framing, an LP Smart Design exterior with pre-primed paneling, ready to paint with the color of your choice. Pre-primed paneling, ready to paint. That's a tongue twister. Check with your local permitting authority before placing your order. Building is shipped directly to you via curbside delivery. Floor is included. Windows shown purchased separately. Shingles are purchased by the homeowner. Before you build, make sure your foundation dimensions match the size of the garage before purchasing. I know it says it's a garage, but couldn't you take that garage door, instead of putting a garage, either put a nice sliding glass door, or you could do those, what do they call them? French doors. You could do those nice French doors that come out. That could be really pretty. And since the windows and the doors don't come with it anyways, you might as well just put in something that you really want to put in there. Now, throughout Lowe's, you can find all sorts of different stuff to put inside your shed that you're going to turn into a home. They'll have your insulation there. They're also going to have all the little furnishings that you would need, like little sinks and little things that you would need inside that shed home. These would be typically something that you would use as an accessory dwelling unit, not necessarily that you would live in full time. They can be done. I've seen it all over YouTube. People do it all the time, and what they do with them is absolutely amazing. Your imagination can go wild. Just try to do it and do it right. And when you're doing it right, make sure you call your local permitting office, like I said 1,000 times, and check with your HOAs. I know everybody is like, oh, HOAs, but they can make your life absolutely miserable, especially if you decide to put this in your backyard and you are using it for living purposes and you haven't been approved by the HOA. They can have you rip it out. I've seen it happen before. Somebody actually even put a cover in their backyard for their RV, which they thought was going to be approved by the HOA because they had done it with other people, but because of the size of it, the HOA made them remove it. So they decided to sell their house. So always, always, always check with your HOA first. I know they can be awful, but sometimes it's okay to go ahead and have an HOA because sometimes it leaves out the riffraff. So some HOAs are not all bad. You can have some good ones too. Also make sure that you're going to be able to get the right kind of insulation inside that home if you're planning on using it for a long-term living use. Also make sure that you have the right kind of plumbing system within your home, and you want to make sure that your septic system, if you have one, that it can handle the new amount of water that be coming from your little accessory dwelling unit. And you're going to want to make sure, if you are using city water, if you are going to be able to tap into the city sewage and water lines. All these things are going to take time, but if they're done right, they're going to be something you're going to be really happy with, especially if you have people coming over the house, like a mother-in-law, and you don't want her in the house. This is going to be a great option for you. Not that I have that problem. I might have that problem. Let's go ahead and see if there's any other pictures of this house. All right, let's take a look. Oh, look how cute they made that. That looks really nice. Oh, they painted that nice lemon yellow with a nice flower. See, it's really cute. And he even put up sheetrock. And that's what a lot of people do, is they insulate them with a nice thin insulation like I showed you at Lowe's, and then they put the sheetrock over top of it, and then they paint the inside. If you have a good air conditioning guy, they can put one of those split unit AC. You can really make it really nice in there. Now that we've gone to Lowe's and looked at some of the shed homes, and we've actually looked online to see some of the shed homes, let me know which one is your favorite and which one you would consider for your next home. I know that some of the ones that I saw on Home Depot and even Amazon, I think were a little bit nicer than these. If you want to watch those videos I was just talking about, the ones at Home Depot and at Amazon, go ahead and click these videos right here. My name is Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer, and I tell you all this because good real estate information matters.